Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and today we're going to make some collage pieces like this. I don't know, some people call them masterboard, something like that. I don't know. I'm just going to make some so that I can cut them up and make tags out of them because I'm going to be needing lots and lots of tags. So this is just one that I made a little earlier this morning, and as usual I'm using my old file folders, and then I'll just cover the back of this with some scrapbook cardstock, and it'll be ready to go when I cut them down. I'll just cut them down into tag sizes. Okay, so I'm going to lay that one aside and we'll get started on this. Now this is just a half of an old file folder. And then I've got lots of pieces over here. Got book pages and different pieces. And we're just going to start layering it. I'm not going to be too particular about it because it is going to be cut up in the end. So it doesn't really matter that much. And I'm not the world's best at collaging. I just put down what I think I like. It may not be exactly the rule of thumb. You know, some people go by this rule. I don't know what the rule is, but I just put down until I like the looks of it. And it may not be, you know, everybody else's cup of tea, but to me, if I like it, then that's what I'm going to go with. All right, we have some music page here that had a napkin on there, so we're going to use that. Let's see, there we go. And I'm using a glue stick, yes I am, because it's a little bit quicker and it does glue all the edges down, so that's what we're going to use. And I'm just using an old notebook that it's like 10 cents at Walmart school time or something like that. Real inexpensive. That's what I usually use when it comes to doing things like this. I think I'm going to use a piece of this. This is actually a scrapbook paper, but it's very, very thin. And I'm not going to use it for anything else, I don't think. So we'll use it on here. So this is I don't know how exciting this is going to be, this video. But this is something that I'm going to be needing a lot of, especially for our classes and things. So I thought I might as well get started. And I just wanted to turn the camera on so we could chit chat while I'm doing this. I love these tickets on this. I don't think I want to cover the tickets up. Let's put that right there. It's got those little old tickets on there. I like that. So let me get a wet baby wipe because I'm going to need it. I can't stand my fingers to be all gluey. Of course, they probably will be anyway, but... So, what do we want to talk about? First, let's talk about our classes. 2 of our classes have already sold out. They are gone. So, that is the, what was that? That is the softcover journal and the ephemera journal. Those are sold completely out. I've had people ask me, sending me messages, asking me, are we going to do more of those? I am not sure. I don't think I'll have enough material to do more. But, you know, we'll just have to kind of play it by ear and see. So, I don't know. At this point, I don't know. Trying to figure out where I want to put that. It takes a lot of material and a lot of product to do those journals, so I'm not sure that we'll be able to get in enough to do any extra. I don't know where I like it the best. I kind of think I like it down here. So we'll put it down here. I keep going back to that corner, so I might as well put it down. But there are still quite a few of the really nice classes. I would appreciate anybody who would go over and choose one of Melina's classes. She's got some of them sold, but she's still got quite a few. And that would be really, really sweet of you if you do that. It would make her feel really good, because this is the first time she's ever done a virtual retreat. And she was like, Mom, I don't think I'll be able to do anything that anybody will want. And I said, yes, she will. She is a very talented person. She's the one who got me into all this. So she is the reason that I'm doing this. So if you guys would go over and choose some of her classes, and you do not have to be present. You do not have to be there at the time that the classes say. We're going to have them pre-recorded. So if you're, if you're at work or if you're on vacation, out of town, whatever, you do not have to be there at that time. Don't worry about that. Just choose your class. It will be pre-recorded and you'll have full access to all the recordings. So you will not have to worry about that part of it. All right, we are coming on. Oh, got everything sticking to my fingers. I'm gonna put that up there. That's another piece of this. It's got a little piece of paper napkin on there. So we'll put this up here at the top. I like these once I get them done, but I absolutely despise doing them because I hate getting all this glue all over me. Isn't that pitiful? This is some weird book. I have no clue exactly what. It's got lamps and things in it. I think it was an advertising book many, many years ago. It's a vintage book that one of you guys sent me. Oh, while we're talking about that, now that I mentioned that, let me fill you in on something. And I know you guys are going to get a laugh out of it, kind of like I did. Well, part of you may, and part of you may not. Part of you might feel like her, but anyway, last night I was going through comments, and I was answering his comments as fast as I could, and trying to, stay up to date on all of them that I could. And I got to this one that said, you should be ashamed of yourself. People send you Happy Mail, and then you can't even call their name on the video when you use the product. You don't even remember who sent it to you. How awful. Well, the thing of it is, most of that Happy Mail was way back in, what was it, July, when we had that. I think it was July when we had the challenge. So most all of that was sent in July, and I got 90 some odd packages. There's no way I can remember when I'm crafting and when I am doing the craft and trying to film and all that. There's no way that I can remember, Sarah sent me this or Julie sent me this, or because I didn't keep everything separated. I didn't see a need to do that. I put all my lace in my lace box and, my other items in the other boxes. So I didn't see a need to do that. So, if you think that it's awful that I don't call your name out when I use the product that you sent me, I am sorry. I am very, very sorry. I do not mean it anyway. I do not mean any disrespect by it. I am so appreciative of everything that I got. You guys know that I came on and showed the product that you sent me and thanked all of you many, many times for that product. So I'm very thankful. So please don't think that I'm not thankful for what I got, because I am. I don't think that the name I didn't recognize, so I don't think that she sent me anything. I think that she just, wanted to complain, which is her prerogative. She can do that if she wants to, even though her comment got deleted. Because, I don't think there's anything wrong with me not being able to remember 90 some odd packages and thousands of products that I got. I mean, I've seen a lot of other crafters that, they don't remember exactly who sent it to them. They'll say, I did get this in Happy Mail, but they don't remember exactly who sent it. So, and, if I sent somebody a package, I would not expect them to remember my name to call it out on video. I wouldn't expect that. That's not the reason I would have sent them anything. So, but anyway, I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. I mean, like I said, some of you may feel the same way that she did, and if you do, I'm very, very sorry. I do the best that I can do, and that is all I can do. I can only remember so much. I have lots and lots on my plate, and there's no way that I can keep track of every piece of everything that's ever been sent to me. I wish I could. I wish I had that kind of memory. Would that not be awesome? But I just don't. I just do not. So, if you are one of those that feel that way, I'm very sorry. I apologize right now if I have upset you or, anything. I would never want to do that. That would not be my intention. But just know that I am very thankful for what I get. More thankful than most people will ever know. Ever know. Okay. I'm just trying to, I feel like I got distracted there a little bit, and I got kind of wild with my crafting here, so I was trying to kind of bring it back. But I feel like I have just run off the scale here. Let's see if I can salvage this. And that wasn't meant to be a Debbie Downer. That was just meant for me to say, I thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to put this down there somewhere. I do. I keep laying it over and over and over again. But I'm not sure that it's going to work. This paper is so brittle, but I think it's so pretty. It's some of that old music page, and it's so very brittle, but I love it. I want to use it. Let's see. I want one more little piece to go right here, and I'm not sure what. I don't think I want the book page. Let's just bring another little piece of the Edith Holden in there. Maybe. Maybe. Put that under there. It looks like a hot mess, doesn't it? Let's see. Maybe we can salvage it. Like I said, I am not the best when it comes to doing collage. I can't even say it right. I'm not the best when it comes to doing this. So, if you're trying to learn, I don't know if you need to watch me or not. Some of them I can do better than others. I think sometimes it depends on what kind of mood I'm in. And of course, this is going to be trimmed, so all of this you're not going to see in this particular way, but we'll see what it looks like when we trim it. We can always cover it over if we don't particularly like it. Let's see, let's lay that way. And then I'm going to bring this in. And some of them I've torn and some of them are squared off. I don't mind that at all. When you cut this into tags or pockets, you're not going to know which is which. You're not going to know. Okay. I think I'm going to lay that there, but I want this little book page to go up under that one. So there we go. Oops. See, I've got so much glue on me, it's sticking to me and not the piece. Okay. Now we'll put this one down first. Oh, don't move on me. Okay, gotta clean my fingers. And we'll follow this through where you can see how the tag and everything comes out, or the tags. And I bet this, I will stick to this page and I'll never be able to get it up. Oh, no, it didn't. And let's put that right there. And then we'll trim around it and see what it looks like. And we may have to go back and add some paper here and there, or add some embellishments or something to, which we will add embellishments when I cut it up into tags anyway. So that's a given. This is just to get a base for the tag. It's all this is. I feel like this is just too bold, too much. Since I got that big piece right there, I probably should have trimmed that part off. So let's see what we can do there. I got flowers there, so don't need that. What do we need there? Maybe a little piece of this. That would be one here, one there, and one there. That would kind of bring it full circle. Let's see what we can do to kind of salvage that. All right, we're going to put that down and then give it a go. I know I'm going to cover up that number, but it really doesn't bother me right now because I just want to kind of, that had a lot of that cream color background showing, and I really didn't want that. Because when I cut it up, I don't want just one whole spot of the tag to be cream. Like I could even put another little tiny piece of book page there. Let's see if I have just a little piece over here. Let's see. All you people that are experts in collaging are probably cringing right now, saying, oh my gosh, she's making such a mess. I don't know. Let's trim it and then we'll see. So we'll go around it and trim off the excess. You know, there's always lace and bling and butterflies and all different kinds of things that we can embellish with. So I don't worry too much about the background. Background is just that, the background. See, it just takes on a different look when you trim it, I think. I mean, that's my thought. Let me look at it this way. Okay, I'm going to lay it aside and let it dry. I'll look at it with fresh eyes in a little bit. You know how that goes. You can look at it one time and it looks horrible. You look at it again in 30 minutes and you like how it looks. So don't always go by your first impression of something. Walk away if you can't decide, and then come back and look at it later. I think my vacuum cleaner's hung. If you hear something, I think it's hung right on the other side of this wall. It gets hung under the edge of one particular chair, and I have to go and delodge him. I know that's not a word, but I have to go fix him. So my grandson, Aaron, a lot of you know him. He comes over on Tuesdays and cleans my house. And he does the pool work and some outside work for his papa and just anything that I put on his list. Now I have to make him a list. You know, he is our grandson that has autism. So he has to have a list. As long as I make him a list, he's happy. It doesn't have to be, you know, it doesn't matter how long the list is or how short, but it has to be on the list or it doesn't get done. So I put him some things on there today that he hasn't done before. And I was just going to see, you know, how he would do and if he'd have lots of questions about it or whatever. He did not. He did so good. There was only one thing that he asked a question on, and that was something that his papa had to hook up for him. It was our little vacuum cleaner that vacuums our steps. But other than that, I mean, he did everything else without even us having to show him where anything was. And I just thought that is so great because, you know, a few years ago he couldn't have done that. He could not have done that. He has come a long, long way. Such a blessing. Okay, I think I'm going to put a piece of book page up here. I need to put some larger pieces, I know, but I'm trying to use up what's right over here, and a lot of those are just smaller pieces. So I know with a background this size, you should start off with some big book pages. But I have just a little pile of things right here, and I'll show you. Let me grab them up. That I'm trying to use up. So I want to use these on the collages so that I can use those up and not waste anything. So that's why I just keep going over there and putting down some little things. I like to clean my desk off when I can. And I've got tons of tags and things that I've got to get done for the classes, so I might as well make good use out of all of these scraps and little photos. And just keep in mind when you're doing your collages, anything that you put on here, if, you know, after you cut your tag up, if you don't particularly like it, no worries, just cover it up. You can just go back and cover it up. Cover it up with something else. Oh, yeah, I kind of like that there. I think I am going to take just a little bit off of this bottom piece. So there's nothing set in stone when you're doing your collaging. collaging. I cannot say that for some reason today. Collaging. Oh yeah, I like that there. And I have this little scrap. I think I want it that way, I believe. Now that is all vellum, so we're not going to put vellum on here. This, I don't think it really goes, so I'm going to lay that aside. Oh, I've got this little piece. Look at that little kitty. Is that not cute? But it does need to be cut apart. And this could be a little tag, but I can reprint these so it's not a biggie. I don't know. I think I'll hold on to that one. I may put these on here somewhere. We'll wait and see. Alright, let's see what else I have right here. I need more book page, music page, I think.
Let's pull this down somewhere.
See, I can't just lay them out and then and then go back and do, because if I do that, I will continually move them around. I have to glue when I feel like I've found a spot. I have to glue it, because if I don't, I'll fiddle with it all day long. And a lot of this is vintage ephemera. Some of it is, like this was a scrapbook page out of a little 6x6, I believe it was, or 8x8 scrapbook. And then, you know, there's different things here. And like I said, I'm just trying to use some of these items up so that I can kind of clean my desk off and have a fresh start. Kind of like that there. Kind of like that there, kind of. And let's see. Some of these vintage books are so brittle. But I love them to include them in a collage because, you know, once you glue them down on here, and you could put a cover over this if you wanted. You could put a matte over this, matte medium that's clear, and it would preserve these for who knows how long. So that's something that you could do if you wanted to preserve them well, which this, just putting it down like this is going to save a lot of it. It's not going to tear unless, you know, somebody just rakes their fingernails down through there. Alright, what else do we have right here? Got lots more book page and music pages. I thought I had one that had another. Okay, I think I'm just going to bring that out there. Like that. I have to save that piece for later. This is a vintage dictionary, and it is very old. Oh, it didn't hardly cover. That's okay, we can cover it with something else. Did I say that this was going to be a mindless craft day? Evidently it is. It really wasn't meant to be. And I don't think I want to bring that blue in. But I think that's what it's turning out to be. It's just a mindless craft day. Because, you know, you really don't have to do a lot of thinking when you do something like this. You can just put it together. I don't think I want that New Year greeting on there. Let's see. I'm going to tear that off, and I'll save that for later when it gets to be New Year. And I think I'll put that down right there. It's kind of bringing that flower color all the way around there. Oh my, I've got a huge piece of glue right there. That's in one of our printables, I believe. Pretty sure that it is. Okay, now we need something to kind of go here. And we've got book page there. We could possibly, well, it wouldn't cover it all though. I started to say we could possibly put this. Nope, I think that would be a little bit much there, and I don't want to wrap it. All right, I've raised that up a little bit, and I'm going to put this music page under there. I didn't want to cover up the words on that little piece, so I just raised it back up, and then I'm going to bring this music page in here. Just kind of, that's the only thing I could come up with right there that didn't really stick out like a sore thumb. Let's put a little bit more glue on this. There we go. And I still have just one little tiny place right there. And I think I'm just going to stick this little piece down and let that be it. Just put it upside down, didn't I? There we go. Alright, so that is another. And it's stuck to my table. I'll have to definitely clean my table when this is over. So then I'm just going to trim off the edges. And then we'll start cutting these down into tags. I'll probably go ahead and cover the back with some paper before I cut them down into tags. I don't know, but I think when you trim it, it just looks completely different. Now, that's just my opinion, but I think that it just looks different once you trim everything off, and then everything kind of dries. All right, I'm going to run and get some scrap paper to put on the back of this. I don't think I have anything right here that I can use that's big enough. Let's see. Nope. It's going to have to be a big sheet. Okay, without cutting into a good 12 by 12 piece, I'm not going to have any that's big enough. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut them down. And then I will put the backing on them. And now, let me see. I don't want the tag to be this long because that would be too long for the journal. So I'll probably just make 6-inch tags. So let's cut that down to 6, and then we can always use this bottom part for pockets. There we go. So that will make some good pockets right there. All right, let's see how we want to cut this. We cut 3-inch tag. That's a nice tag right there. And I think that's going to get, let's see, 3.5. No, I think 3 is going to be our limit. That's a nice size tag right there. And see, once you cut it up, I think it looks good. That's me. You may say, ooh, it does not, but I like it. And I even like the little bit of everything that goes on there. Like, part of the wording is right here, but it's just very minimal. So you can still tell what this says. I like that. So there are those tags. Look at that. I like them. Once we put a few embellishments on here, a little lace, a focal point, that's going to be really, really pretty. So there are those tags. And then this I'm going to cut into pockets. And I think we're going to do like some 5-inch pockets. So there's a little 5-inch. And then, see how big this one is. I think I'll cut that to 6 and just cut that little bitty piece off, and that's all I'll waste. Now this end right here doesn't look too straight, so we're going to try to straighten that up a little bit. That was my scissor cutting. Let's see how this one looks. It could stand some cutting too. So we'll trim this off, make it a little bit more even. Right, so there are some tags and pockets. Let's go ahead and cut these others up too. So I think I'll cut it down to 6. All right, I'm going to trim this top off first and make it even. Then we'll cut this down. Nope, not that way. Cut it down to 6 this way. That one's not quite as wide as that one, so this we'll probably cut down and use as a belly band. So let's cut these at 3. See, I like that. I really do. And 3 again. And then we'll cut this at 3, and that's going to leave us with a little bit narrower one, which is not a problem. Now this could go like this as a belly band, or it could go as a little side tuck. Let's see what we need to do here. Let's cut this one down to 6, and then we'll have that other one a little bit shorter there. That will work. Oops. That's coming off, so let's try to put that back on. There we go. Okay, so that is that. Did I have another? Yeah. I had one more. And let's cut it even on the end. And then I think I'll just leave these the size they are for tags, because I don't think they need to be cut any shorter. I am going to straighten this up a little bit on this side though. It doesn't look that straight. Get that. Cute. Like I said, when you're putting it together, you may think, oh my goodness, I'm making a horrible mess. But once you cut it up, to me, it's very, very pretty. Alright, so that's how many tags we got out of that. Let's see, did I have another piece somewhere? Or did I already do all of them? I think I already cut them all up. Okay. Alright, now we can start deciding what we want to do with these. I'm going to lay them out in the length that they are. I know those I want to be tags. Those may be belly bands. That one a tag. That one, and I really love that one. I'm glad I didn't cover that up now. I love it. Tag, tag, a short tag, and then tag, thin tag, a tag, and a tag, and a tag. Okay, so we've got a stack of tags and things here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I like to stitch around mine because any little place on the edge where I cut it and it didn't have enough glue, that's going to hold that glue down. So I like to put a little bit of stitch around them. But first we're going to go ahead and back all of these. Now I have brought a couple of different things over here that we can use to back these with. This is some paper that we had left over from our Made It Con kits, and it's just some strips. So on these thinner tags, that's going to work great. So we can use this on the thinner ones. We'll have to use the cardstock for the other ones, but this will work great on these. So I'm going to put the backing on before I stitch. And I'm not going to go all the way to the edge with my glue because I don't want to have to wait forever for it to dry. Which it won't take forever. This is our glitter glue, but anyway, I like to stitch right away. So we'll put that one there. Let's see if we got enough room. No, not enough room for that one. Maybe enough room for this one. Yeah, we can put that one down there. And this could just be a belly band or a side tuck or, you know, a little pocket at the bottom. Lots of different things that you could use these smaller pieces for. Okay, we'll let those dry while we go ahead and cover more. I'm going to grab another sheet of this before I dig into the cardstock. I'm going to go ahead and use as much of this up as I can. I saw quite a few of you bought more classes today, or bought your classes today, not necessarily more. So thank you so much. We can't wait. We're so excited. And like I was telling you a little bit earlier, Melina has never been involved in anything like this before, and she was so scared that her classes would not sell. She said, Mom, I don't really have time to do, because, you know, she works, this is her third job. She works 3 jobs. And she said, I don't really have time to do the extensive things that you do. And she said, I don't think anybody would be interested in anything that I'm putting up. And I said, you put it up and you see these people are going to love them. Because she is such a sweet person and has a lot of talent. She just doesn't have the time. You know, this is my job doing this. It's not all her job. It's part her job, and then she has 2 other jobs. But, you know, she doesn't have the time that I do, but she has more talent than I have. All right, what can we put? Could put this down here. We'll put all these down like this, and then we'll cut them apart in a minute. And I said I wasn't going to put it around the edges, didn't I, so I could stitch. And there I go, just putting it right around the edges. So if any of you haven't bought your classes and you would still like one and you want something that's, you know, not too complicated, go over and grab one of Melina's classes. She would absolutely flip if she sees more of her classes going. And believe me, right now, they could use the funds. Alright, so we got that on. And then we'll cover the remaining of these. And then we'll come back and cut the backing off, do some stitching around them, and then do a little bit of embellishing on the front of them. And then we'll have some really pretty tags ready to go in all those journals. I love doing my tags this way. They're nice and thick. They're using up my old yellow file folders. So it's a win-win situation here. I like that with that circus advertisement right there in the center of it. That's cute. Right, we've got a few more to go. It'd be nice if they went that way, but they won't. Got to refill my glue bottle. Oh, we do have more art glitter glue coming. It's on its way right now. Hopefully it'll be here by Friday. And we've got some of all of the sizes, I do believe, in this shipment. So make sure that you stock up, because remember, when it starts getting really cold, we can't ship art glitter glue anymore. It's over. That's what my little grandbaby says. Brooklyn, she'll say, if something's finished, she'll say, it's over. Right, we have all the backings on these, and now I'm going to trim them off. And I'm just going to use my scissors for this. You could use your trimmer if you wanted to. Sometimes I get a little bit closer with my scissors when I'm just trimming the backing off like that than I do if I'm going to put it in my trimmer. Especially since this has got a little bit of dimension to it. Isn't that cute? I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I like them. I like them. Okay, that needs a little bit of glue right there. Even though I'm going to stitch, I still want a little glue there. Now we need to start thinking about what embellishments we want to put on the front. What kind of focal point? Do we want to put a flower, butterfly, bird? Alright, we have all of these tags. Now I'm going to take them to my sewing machine and I'm going to stitch around them. And I've just got some brown thread in there, and I'm just going to leave that. And I'm going to stitch around them, and then I'll probably ink a little bit around them, and then we'll come back and we'll, if they need it, we'll do a focal point. But look, this to me, that's a focal point. We may not do anything more to this one than put maybe a word or something there, but we'll decide when we come back. Okay, we didn't do them all, but I did a lot of them, just enough that I can show you what we're going to do to embellish them. Some of them I'm going to have to go on the back and clean up my thread, but that's what they look like when they're stitched around. See, looks like it was just absolutely made for that, doesn't it? Now I'm going to pull in probably, let's see what we're going to pull in on this one. I'm not going to do a lot, I don't think, because I love how it looks. Let's see. What would that look like there? I know we're covering that up, but I'm not sure. See, I don't want to cover any of it up because I think it's so pretty like it is. That's my problem. That is always my problem. It's pretty bad when you make them and you don't want to cover them up. Let's see. I wasn't going to pull out a lot of embellishments. I just wanted to use what I had here on my desk. So let's see what these would look like. Okay, let's trim out around this one. This one could possibly be cuter than that other one. It matches a little bit more with the color. Now I'm going to cut those little squiggly parts off because I don't want to try to have to trim around those. There we go. Ooh, I don't know. I think that one blends a little bit too much. And I love the bird on that one, so I don't really want to do anything to that. I don't really want to do anything to that one or that one or that one. This is... So this is always my dilemma when I do things like this. Okay, let's look through here. See if there's anything that we might want to put on here. These are the little tea cards. Now, I left these square. I meant to tell you that. I left these square. I didn't cut the corners like a pocket. That's up to you what you want to do with yours. I just left them that way because I thought that was cute, and it's something a little bit different. But that is all up to you. See, I like that number down there. You know I like that number. I love the number there. I love the word. I don't know. I love all of it. I don't want to cover it. I like this, but I may put something right there. Okay, I'm going to put this down, just right down here at the bottom. Just because I don't know why. I don't really think it needs it. But maybe I just want to see what it looks like when I do. I think when you collage, unless you've just got a lot of book pages or something on there, it really doesn't need a lot, does it? Look at that. I mean, if I put a word on here, it would just clash with these words, so I don't think I really need a word. We might put a number. I know somebody last night said on a comment that I read, did anybody else notice that Edith did not put a number on her tags or whatever it was I was making? I didn't. One time I didn't. I may have to go back and do that. I don't remember what I was making. Can't remember which video it was because I read all the comments in one place, so but everybody's so used to me putting numbers on. I know I'm addicted to numbers. I know that. Okay, I think I'm just gonna drop that number in right there, just to kind of balance the pinks out. Now I don't really have one that's pink, but this is kind of a pinkish red, so we'll go with that. Now you could always come back in and put some lace on these. You could put lace across the bottom or down the side. I just like them the way they are, and they'll be nice to write on the back. I think that's cute like that. Okay, let me put that back in there. And we'll go on to another because I don't think I'm going to do anything else to that one right now. I may have to come back and do something to it later, but right now I don't think so. Now this one, I like this at the bottom. It says hair brushing. And I don't know if I want to put anything up there or not. I don't really know if I want to cover them up. I like that. Maybe, something across there. You guys are not helping me any today. Not at all. Can't believe it. You gotta help me. When it comes to tough struggles like this, you guys are supposed to be helping. Let's see. You know that I like my words and I like my numbers. I'm look in the top and see if that looks like anything there. I kind of want to break that book page up a little bit. So I'm thinking about that and that being it. It just so happens that these cut right in the places that I liked it. See, I like that. I don't think it needs anything else. This one. What do we need? Oh, you know what? Since that's music notes, we could put this down through there. It just says notes. Now, I think I'm just going to square it off and not use it as a book plate. And these are, whose are these? These, I think I purchased them from I want to say Tina. Let's do this right there. And it just says notes. Let's see, put it a little bit straighter. And let's trim this out and see what it looks like. It may be a little much. This is just from one of our printables. And see, I don't only have a hard time remembering what you guys sent me. I have a hard time remembering what I don't even know the name of this printable. I mean, I couldn't tell you. I think it was a freebie, but I'm not sure. No, that's a little tall. I think it comes into that, so I don't like that on there. I think Rachel calls this auditioning. You're just auditioning all of your pieces. Actually, I don't like anything there. Nope. I'm thinking that's going to be it. I'm thinking that's going to be it. That's it. I'm not going to do anything else. This one I love. I absolutely love that. I know I don't want to cover this up. I don't want to cover that up. And if I put anything there, it's going to be something very tiny. And the only thing tiny that I've got is a number. So we could put a number, maybe. Let's see what a number looks like. I think it'll be okay. We'll put it down. It looks okay to me. And I'm just going to bring it, let's see. I have to hold it up before I can tell if I'm getting anywhere near straight. There we go. And that's it. That's all I want on there. I like it. And then on this one, let's see. I don't mind covering some of this up at the bottom. A little. I don't want to cover that in particular, but I do want to glue it down a little bit better. So let's see what we could do here. No, I don't like that being a tag, and on here it doesn't really go. And then that one I think is a little bit wide. Let me look at it this way. Don't think so on that one. Let's see what else we got back here. We could do a Tim Holtz label right there. And then just a little label over here to the side like that. We could. That's a little bit dark. I don't like that one. See if we can find one that's a little bit lighter. Oh, there is a little postcard. Oh, you know what? We could try one of these. A stamp. What do you think? We could try a stamp on there. Let's see. That side seems to be loaded a little bit. I don't mind that. Don't mind that. See if one of these labels would look better. I'm sorry. I know this is boring for you sitting here watching me go back and forth on these things, but sometimes that's just kind of what you have to do to see if it's going to work. See, I like that better than I did the stamp. So let's put this down. Okay, I like that. Simple, but I like it. It doesn't need a lot more at all. Now, you know, if some of these are in your kits and you want to decorate them up more, that's up to you. This is how I like them, but that doesn't mean that that's how you like them. So you can always go back in and do lots of different things to your tags. Now this one is beautiful. I don't think I'm going to do anything to it. I love this. That vintage, what is that? It's an old vintage receipt, I think. I love this bird there. This, all of it. I love how that is. I don't think it needs anything. If it does, it's just going to need some little something right there. And a little tiny something means what? Yeah, a number. Or a teeny tiny label. I have some teeny tiny labels. Let's see what one would do. Just a little bitty one. And when you're printing these labels off, if you will print them at like 2 or 3 to a page, if you want them smaller, then you can do that and they'll be smaller. So print your original size and then just go back in and tell it to print 2 to a page or 3 to a page, whatever you want, and it'll work. It'll make them little like this, because I find times that I need a small one, just a little bitty one, like that right there. And that's it. All right, I am going to, let me lay those over there. I'm going to get my ink, and I'm going to ink around these. I'm going to cut my strings first. This string is all tied up, so let's cut that string off of there. And I'm going straight into it. I don't want a lot of color on the front. I just want my white core or either that yellow inside there covered. It's all I want, just like that. Because if you turn it up, you can see that yellow file folder in the center. But if I do this, then you can't tell that. There we go. All right, now you could come back in with a tab punch and punch a little tab to put at the top of these if you want. I think I'm going to leave that to the very end when I finish all of them, and then I'll see if I want to put tabs on them or a little lace pull or more paper on there or what. So I think I'm going to leave them for now. And let's see what else. Now I think for these, I am going to go through and cut out some of these butterflies. Now these butterflies came from Tina, Shabby Dabby Doodah. She had these as a freebie back a good while ago, but I think the freebie's already gone now, but she may have these over in her shop. And her prices are very reasonable for her digital kits. So, but I think on some of these, I'm going to cut some of the butterflies and just put a butterfly here and there. So I think I might do that. Go back in and do that. Let's see. Look at that. I think that butterfly will look cute on there with these red colors in there, and then him with his red in that. I think that will look good. Alright guys, I'm going to work on the remainder of these, and then I will have photos, and I'll show you all the photos at the end or at the beginning of this video. But I'm not going to work on each and every one of them on screen. You kind of get the gist of what we're doing. Just sit down with something and make your collage, and don't worry about if it doesn't look good right that minute. If you will go ahead and make it, and then trim around it, and then cut it out, you'll see that your ticket, your tags, your pockets, whatever you're making comes out really, really pretty. A lot prettier than you would imagine that they do. Alright, we will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed to our channel, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when we put up a new video, if you'll click that bell, we'll notify you each time we put up a new video. That is, if YouTube doesn't change things again. Some people say they're not getting notifications anymore. I don't have any control over that. Every time YouTube makes a change or an upgrade or whatever, it messes all of that up. So I'm sorry if you're not getting notifications, but you know, I don't get notifications from a lot of the people that I'm subscribed to, but at night I just go down through there, my list, and you know, I can see all of my subscriptions there, and I can tell if they've got up a new video, and that's the way that I find them. So, but we will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.